Right.
The better players don't need any time. They just they hit the ground running.
No.
Firmino, he's been in for a bit of stick lately.
What
do you think?
What in our WhatsApp group,
No, but
and amongst a certain corner fans, I thought he was good.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought he was very important to how he played.
Is there not a frustration for you? I can sort of understand where the fans are coming from, because
I thought he was very frustrating. I understand exactly what you're saying. He's very important to how we play.
Yeah,
and he is torn for the Tour goal, and it is the Tour goal, isn't it? Yeah, it's torn for the Tour goal is great, and even not even the torn. He turns him. I watched it again today, and he actually goes straight at the two centre backs, which makes Cresswell come in. That gives Oxlade-Chamberlain a space when he does roll him in. But just more in possession, I thought he was very poor.
Ridiculous that someone with that much skill can fuck up short passes and stuff.
Just frustrating.
He got a ball to run onto as many times as say Salah and Mane did, and he made the balls of it, right? But he's not as pacey as them. He's not. He doesn't. Defenders don't stand off as much on him. They just know if they're closing down, they probably get the ball off him. You never really fancy him to get beyond the defender and go 1-on-1 with the keeper and use his pace in that way, because he doesn't have a huge amount of pace, but he's very strong. He's a very hard worker. He really puts it in. He presses well, gets around. He's everywhere in the pitch, and he helps down. He really helps down two lads either side of him. Yeah. So, maybe when you're watching the game on telly, you don't fully appreciate all he's doing.
I said at the out there with David Fairclough that it's one of them things that if the goals are coming from elsewhere, no one will give a bollocks that he's not scoring. And it's that simple. If Salah and Mane and Lallana to come back, Coutinho and all start chipping in, then he'll be getting gold stars and 9 out of 10s for his work rate, and no one will give a solitary fuck that he's not finding the back of the net. Like the chance that he went through on the one where he went right through on goal and dragged the fucking about 4 foot wide of the goal. Like, I mean, you'd fancy a centre half to score there. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, his work rate will get him over the line as long as the rest of them are chipping in.
Do you know what bugs me? Do you remember when Suarez came in and he was getting chances like that and spawning them wide? And it was because he was playing at 90 miles an hour and he just didn't show an awful lot of composure. Firmino's like composure and abundance. Like, he gets his head up, he slows down, he does everything, and then he just drags it wide. It's crazy. He might just need a few of them type of goals, to hit the back of the net for him.
But he scored against Huddersfield, so he's gone through a big drought.
He scored a header from a corner, and it's probably not one that he can really give him a belief in himself in those situations. So,
well, Klopp raved about him anyway in the press conference, made a point of making sure that when they did ask about Salah and Mane, that look, you need to talk about Firmino as well. I didn't see it in that particular performance, but I do know exactly what you're saying. He is very important to how we play. It was just frustrating at times, very frustrating at times, losing the ball with little or no pressure on him when in possession. But look, the Tour goal made it all right anyway with that turn.
Midfield, anything jumping at you?
I thought Cham was very good in the 6 role. I think he's far better suited to that
than Henderson.
No, than anywhere else in the pitch. Not necessarily Henderson. Like Henderson, I'm not saying he's playing well or anything like that, but Henderson's a good player, and when we're playing well and he's playing in the 6, like, people won't be giving out shit about him. They won't be giving out about the side of his passes. He started to show in the last few games a bit more, longer passes, picking out players in over the top and everything else, and especially with the pace in Mane and Salah, if they're in the team, he'd be useful. But no, in terms of Can himself and his own performance, they're far better than any other.
I thought the two of them are very good.
See, I don't get Wijnaldum. I'm not giving them boys now with people telling me.
He's away from home.
I just don't get him.
He's away from home.
I'm fucking long enough watching the game now that I shouldn't need people to tell me what a player is doing. I'm asking people, why is he getting 5 stars off people? Why is he getting this? I just don't get it.
Listen,
don't get it.
You said shouldn't play him away from home.
Shouldn't.
Yeah.
No. Well, because it is a thing.
It is a thing. It's not like a make you up thing. Yeah. It's not like a pretendy thing.
Oh, you didn't see it again. You didn't think he played well the weekend?
I just thought he was meh. I just didn't think he done. But him not doing that wrong.
You do need.
I thought they dovetail great, the two of them.
Yeah, you do need meh players.
I don't know.
But Ray, he's very busy. Like, again,
he's an out ball. If you're under pressure, he's always showing, and he's not like the Roy Keane roar and shout, or even a Gerrard, right, get it to me feet, get it to me feet. He's always available.
Yeah.
He'll take it even when he's under pressure.
But I have this theory,
and he'll keep us ticking over.
I have this theory about, right? And Andy, you sort of went along with me on this one. Away from home, when we sit a bit deeper, which we were sitting deeper against West Ham to try spring the counter-attack and the quick counter-attack to expose their lack of pace at the back, right? When he's sitting deeper, he's still shown in the same way he shows when he's up around the edge of the 18-yard box when we're more or less playing at home and we've got teams pinned back in. It's just his little 1-2s and give and goes in your own half of the pitch. You never really pay any attention to them because they don't look like they're doing anything, but what they do is they open up space for somebody to get onto the end of the give and go, and all of a sudden they play a slant ball or something like that to release one of our players. It's almost like he's in the assist position as opposed to the assist position of the assist.
How many of the other top teams would you say have a player of his ilk there where they're just saying he keeps things ticking over?
How many others? Pretty much every fan base you'll say to them, do you know he's shy? And they'll always go, oh no, you don't understand, you don't watch him every week, you don't go to the games and see what he's like. Every team has a player that they really appreciate. You know, for years we didn't appreciate him, man. It wasn't until fucking a while later we're going, actually, hang on a fucking minute. He's brilliant. He's so underrated. Even going back to Ronnie Whelan's days, like he was really, really underappreciated. It's not till you look back. Now, I'm not saying Wijnaldum's going to go down as one of our great players. You know, the way we recognise Haman and the way we recognise Whelan, but certainly when you do get to go over and watch them, he's just very busy. Like, he's so sharp compared to, say, Chan in the midfield too.
Right, but then we'll put it to you like this then, just for example's sake. Now Coutinho and Lallana come back, who's the midfield then? Who's the two? Who's making way here? We're talking Chan and Henderson.
Chan, Henderson and
right. Well, let's just say it could be either or Chan and Henderson, because one of them are going to be there, and I don't think
one of the three more defensive-minded midfielders is going to lose out.
And would you recommend that Wijnaldum would be in there ahead of Chan or Henderson ever?
I don't know. To be honest with you, like that's going to be purely down to what Klopp does and how he sees it at the time. Like, we very rarely get to see these things, who's real favourites are. We never have a full fit squad. Like, I mean, people are going to wonder, like, when Lallana comes back, will he play in a 10 or will Coutinho play in a 10? Who's going to take that? But these things work themselves out between, like, resting players, injuries, suspensions.
There's enough games.
There's enough games. Like, Henderson might start one game and Wijnaldum might start another. Like, the player who's the informed players are going to be the one that starts. Like, it's very hard to say. I remember you used to say Klopp never drops Chan.
Yeah.
He never did drop Chan, but he does now.
Yeah.
Because Chan's not playing well.
Yeah.
He played well the other day, but prior to that, he wasn't playing well. That position, that 8 doesn't really seem to suit him. I think you just need to be busier. I think you just need to be sharper. You need to be moving more. You need to be just, like Wijnaldum is. Just bump, bump, bump. Like, he's just, and I think Chan would suit that 6 way better.
Yeah.
Do you not think like, as a conversation, we're looking at West Ham, Maribor and Huddersfield, right? And if you're going to have a run of fixtures, these are the ones that show a bit of progression in comparison to last season, in that we struggled to play against crappy teams. And that's no disrespect meant to Huddersfield, because I think Huddersfield have been very good this season under Wagner, right? And Maribor, plenty shit in that side, and West Ham have been abysmal up until now, and we've put those teams to the sword. And arguably we've had a flip of form on last season where we're handling the bad teams, and we aren't doing as well against teams with a bit about them. So, like, everyone's surprised at Watford, say, this season, right? And the first game of the season, we draw 3-3 against Watford. Now, we throw that game away. Like, we give away stupid goals in that game, right? And particularly right at the end, it dies and it kills us, right? But at the same time, we're doing something now that we were all calling for us to be able to do last year, which was to beat shit teams on a consistent basis. Now, are we seeing a sign of progression that Klopp hasn't had a plan to go and address that area where we're playing against shit teams, but it's a bit to the detriment of playing against decent teams?
Well, we did see a string of games, kind of more must-win games, that we drew, like the likes of Watford. Now, Watford have turned out to be good this season. Maybe it wasn't a real must-win game that you'd see. People would have seen Huddersfield, Maribor and West Ham as must-win games. Like, either side of Huddersfield game, they beat United and they they won then the week after that. So they're far from terrible, but they're certainly at home. It's a must-win game. We did, and then
there's a bit of pressure on that West Ham game with the games that were on Sunday. I thought it was a real must-win game because obviously two of the teams that are dropping points turned out to be Arsenal and United. I could have gone either way with draws or whatever. So we knew we were getting close to some of the teams that were ahead of us if we got the win, and it was really, that for me really was a must-win because we got beat there. You're not in a good place. You're not in a good place.
Well, we're a quarter way into the season, so this is I suppose it's a good yardstick at this stage to say, right, what are we?
Right. Well, you're just getting back to the whole good team thing, right? Now, I still like. Just call me a super fan if you want, but like, I feel like I think if we played City again, I think we'd probably get turned over again. Like now, maybe not get a player sent off and lose so badly, but if we played Spurs again, I think we'd handle it a lot better. Like that Spurs game for me was a bit of an anomaly. Like we don't. But
it's a terrible anomaly.
I think we'll play Spurs at home and we'll stand a good chance of beating them as we normally do.
Right.
We play United away and probably draw. We play City away, probably get smashed. But Arsenal as well. Like we beat Arsenal fairly convincingly. Yeah. So it's not like we're turning over against all the better teams.
Yeah.
Like. So I don't think
who's left?
I don't think it's going to become who's left.
We haven't played Chelsea, have we?
No,
it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks time, and we played them at home.
Okay.
So then we'll have played all the teams, and we'll be able to say we got X amount of points. So we've got 4 points from
second.
The 4 good teams.
4 points from the 4 good teams. Yeah. So it's a point each.
Yeah.
It's all right. 4 draws.
That's all right. We played 2 of them away.
Yeah. 2 at home.
You're on about a bit of progression there. And I think the next game, Southampton, we haven't scored a goal against them, and Klopp's been the manager. Is that right?
We have, because Origi and Sturridge scored.
No, sorry, the cup game. But we've in the games, we haven't scored a goal since that game against them. I think it's in 3 games. Yeah. And we haven't looked like scoring against them. Now I know they've a different manager. Milner missed a penalty. I know they've a different manager now, but they've kind of had same group of players. Bit of a hex.
But don't forget, we've got a Liverpool player as manager at Southampton, so he's helping us.
Yeah.
Do you know the way he helped us? Remember the way he helped us sign Van Dijk?
They haven't been as good under him.
No, but I just think
they're helping us sign him because they took. Oh bollocks! There goes the phone. They took Sacco as part of the Van Dijk deal.
And Gomez
as well. Yeah.
Jesus. So it's mad how many fans were giving up Gomez
to get Van Dijk.
Yeah.
I heard though. A lot of people are putting in saying I don't know because I'm not paying attention to the comments. Anyway, so the level of progression, right? Okay, and I want to bring it on to the international break because it leads us into some of the other parts of the thing, right? The international break always seems to come at the worst fucking moments for us, right? So
not necessarily. The last one came after we'd a few poor results. Now we've had a few good results.
When was that then?
The last one that Ireland won.
Wales.
Yeah.
Who did we play?
Well, we played about 5 games since then. We came off the back of it. Was it the Spurs game even? Was the Spurs? No, it wasn't as recent as that.
Was it?
I can't remember, but like we haven't had a win.
So you're just making it up.
No, I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. I remember thinking to myself, "Jeez, like international breaks tend to come after we've had a few wins, and you feel positive, like the players can go off or some of them are staying, and they can just feel positive about the recent games. But the last time they fucked off under a terrible cloud." As far as I remember,
an ash cloud.
Yeah. But where are we? You're asking.
Well, we're in the bunker. Like, look around you. Old school.
We're fucking about
4 points off second.
5 or 6 points down on we were this time last year after 11 games.
But we had an unbelievable start last year.
We had an unbelievable start. We 26 points, I think, after 11 games, and we've 19 now.
After 11,
yeah. And
so you said the other day we're 2 points off where you need to be.
3 points. 3 points off
where you need to be.
Like that's a 76 point season, which gets you Champions League. every year.
I'd argue though he's rotated the squad a lot better this year than he did last year.
He absolutely has. I think we've probably a better squad this year. Like,
would you?
Yeah. Like, we've been very unlucky with the injuries, like injuries to key players, but I think he's had
a lot of bollocks though. Every year we're saying it, just unlucky with injuries every fucking year. You know, and for all the pre-war, no, we just need a little bit of a run there. No
just going to run.
We'll just going to run. No injuries.
Well, okay. Well, I mean,
I agree with you. I'm just saying that it happens to us all the time.
One of them was losing Coutinho for a while, and that was because he was going to Barca. The other one was Mane getting that red card. That's just a freak fucking thing. You know, he was out for 3 games because of that. Then he got injured. Like, what was the chances?
Yeah.
You know, Lallana has been out since the summer. You know, so that is bad luck, no matter what.
Right, but take it into the international break, looking at it, right? So we're 4 points off second. Ultimately, that's where we're on 19 points. Second is 23 points at the moment.
Yeah.
Right, we're in that group of teams that's on 19 points. Right, there's about 18 teams or so on 19 points.
So no one's really performing well.
No, with the exception of City, who have just run away. Yeah. They're handing on the league title in December at this, right? Because there's nobody going to be anywhere near them. What the 12 point?
And a goal difference
is ridiculous.
115 goals for.
Yeah,
59,000 goals for.
159,000 goals for.
Question:
was the first game of the season? Mansfield Town.
Tell me,
Mansfield.
But it, like,
just holding our own.
It's Carabao Cup nightmare.
Just to put it in perspective, they're on course for 106 points this season.
I think they'll get more.
It's outrageous at this time. Now, I think after 10 games, they're around the same last year.
Yeah. They won their first 10 in a row last year.
And then I don't know, was it the 11th they drew or got beaten?
I don't know.
So they're in and around the same as they were
we've
last
got
year.
a listener here and a viewer, because they're not just listeners, because they can see us. It's Red Ray. Has nothing to do with the pod whatsoever. How are you, Ray? That's not you, Ray. That's a different Ray.
Another Ray.
He said it was a Bournemouth draw. And then we've got somebody else in, Rabif Batch. Everton. I don't know who to drew it.
To drew Ray said Bournemouth, wasn't it? The Sterling equalised in 94th, 5th minute or something like that.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, he's playing against Cherry Orchard.
That's right.
So
if you look at Bournemouth, do you think Cherry
Ray's
Orchard?
at home on the old stat machine.
Yeah. Ray's not home on the stat machine. Ray's on Red's Bet. Doing his betting. Like all the good day trippers out there will be soon on the day tripper section of the Reds Bet.
Did you know all losing bets go back into the community?
Exactly, yeah. So how they paid the ref for that red on Mane, says Alorum Mac. Well, they may have. Yeah, there could be dodgy stuff going on in the background.
What's that?
They paid the ref for the red on Mane, allegedly. Man City. Suppose the viewer is saying that they paid the ref off to give Mane a red for the kick in the face he gave to the goalkeeper. Which
right.
The Illuminati or who?
They did.
They did. The FSG. FSG, because they wanted to get out, and they can't get out unless they pay off the referee. Oh. More buttons to be pressed.
Why did your camera do that?
Because
they all do it for some reason. Mine does it as well.
They'll shut off. And if you're recording on the memory card, you only get 15 minutes of record time because it's meant to be recording a movie and not streaming live. Live. So the next thing I want to international break, Andy. Head of steam. We're going into it, right? Like there's a. Would you not prefer just to be straight in and just fucking keep winning games at this stage?
Yeah, I would prefer that.
You know, could we, let's be honest, there's no decent players playing. There is no decent players playing in these games.
You know, someone's getting injured for us as well,
yeah.
That's why. Like,
there's a lot of things.
Did we ever
Henderson,
get a run?
Henderson has already gone out injured today with England.
That's just
right. He's got a thigh injury, so he may miss the rest of the season, given that he hurt his foot last year and then disappeared for nearly 8 months at that stage. Right. So Henderson is gone. Oxlade-Chamberlain's not in the squad, so that's good.
Coutinho is going to be on the bench, they reckon, for Brazil, even though he hasn't
Gomez
played.
got called up.
No, he's
Gomez.
And I read that they've declared him as injured for the first one, and he probably play part of their second game. They've the second game.
They're playing at Wembley anyway. I know that. I don't know who they're playing.
But so what if he does play? Will he be fresh? You know, he'll have a game. He'll have a few minutes under his belt.
International break, lads. Is it positive or detrimental to us now at this stage?
Depends what way the players come back.
I'd always consider if you're playing well, you don't want to break from. So we're winning games. So I don't actually think we're particularly playing well. But I'd prefer it when you're winning games for it not to get broke up by any type of break. You know?
I'd prefer it not to be broken up myself, but I don't think it makes a difference.
Right, that's fine. What are you looking forward to the international break? Ireland's playing in the playoffs.
Well, I'm not looking forward to it, really.
No,
it's the only time I really take an interest now in watching Ireland is something like this. A fucking
in a playoff.
Decide I like that. It gets the excitement back.
If Thierry Henry handles the ball for Denmark at the weekend, will you be on Facebook now joining all the Thierry Henry's a cheat and we need to bomb France campaigns?
And he won't let John Aldridge on the pitch for the substitution. Yeah, that'll really annoy me.
No, I will be nervous when the game comes around. Like, there's so much at stake. Like, Ireland being in the World Cup is brilliant. Like, you know,
but Northern Ireland in the playoffs as well. We can support them.
Yeah. It does be great.
Very great.
Like when Ireland are playing in a World Cup.
But the World Cup's in Russia. I don't know if we have many Russian listeners, and if we do, you can stop listening. I don't want you, right? Like, literally, right? It's the dodgiest place in the world. Like,
it's not for Ireland.
This is the stupidity. Oh, they're going to go over and be big friends. They're going to get the heads battered off them.
They won't. They'll be grand. Everyone loves Ireland.
Yeah. I
except
agree
in Russia.
Everyone loves
Except
Ireland.
in Russia.
They'll drink loads of vodka without.
Except Combat 18, they don't like Ireland.
No.
Or Seats in Lansdowne.
Yeah. Clavo, you're an Eastern European. You know what the Russians are like. Tell the lads here.
They're getting battered. They're getting fucking battered.
Why do you see them trying to sing lullabies to fucking Russians on a train? The lads just come in and batter the head off them.
They'd be grand.
Yeah,
they'd be grand. Ireland are always grand.
Yeah, that's a World Cup now.
Yeah, come on, listen. If it's fucking, you know what it does to the country when we're fucking in any big tournament. It's a good thing. I hope we qualify.
The England fans,
fuck the football.
The England fans are very bold. Ireland fans are very good. They'll be on trains.
They don't differentiate them. They don't over there.
I know they will. They'll know. Irish people look different to English people.
When they're singing drunk.
What are you saying?
They do. You can spot an Irishman. You can. You can. And the Russians know that.
You think that the Russians are going to rock up in a gang and go, hold on lads, these might be Irish.
They'll see one fella. They'll see one fella.
Fellas.
They'll see one big culture with fucking hands, big massive shovel hands, red hair and a beard,
mono brow,
and they go, he's wearing some shite fucking and they go,
wait, is Aldi bag in his
Aldi bag of cans,
sandwiches, and shit as cheap as beer you could find.
Wrangler jeans and the Galway guys.
They'll know.
Now listen, come on. I remember the bleeding videos. They went with bleeding GoPros, attached them, seeking out the English. They have their targets. So we were not involved in the end of story. They just kind of volley in with people around.
Right. They don't have to go anywhere. All the fans are coming to them. This is like the Christmas.
It's like a buffet.
It's like we don't even have to go. We can just stay in our city. Just a load of us just hang out at corners.
It's
like, they can't kick us out of the country.
Just
we live
eat
here. It's like that we live in this country.
No, but they know who's in town. Like they know.
They know, of course, because they're in the groups.
In Ireland, they're in whatever town it is, whatever area. They know that's the Ireland fans in that area.
Let's go kill
them.
Now
we go.
They're spas. They're not even going to fight back.
They're doing their MMA training. See the videos of their meeting and just punching the head out when they're having these fights as training.
They're saying there's the Irish. That's the warm up because the English are coming in next week. So it's like I go down, punch a load of lads, and then do a legger.
Yeah, well, I mean, what about them when they see the Irish lads putting a tricolour on a statue of Ivan Drago or something? I mean, they love us. They love us. I mean, we're just
deeply offended. Think we're invading the country, and then it's World War III. Have you ever seen Modern Warfare?
No, we won't get any shit at all. I guarantee you we won't. Well, we're now. It doesn't matter where you go.
That's because we're not qualifying, so we don't have to worry about it.
Don't say that, bud. Don't say that. No, we are.
At least, anyway, the Northern Irish fans wouldn't be up for any of that crack, so go over with those lads.
I'd be worried about them.
Just in general.
Could be Brexit. No, they might be able to get back home.
Yeah,
you know.
I think the Nordies are up for it. Like, you know.
Do you think the pitch is going to be impacted by the Ireland South Africa game on Saturday?
Ireland and South Africa are playing on Saturday.
In the Autumn Internationals.
As though Ireland play ball on the deck. A bobbly pitch is going to affect the way we play. Give it to McLean and just run down the pitch.
The pitch in the Aviva pitch is all special, isn't it? It has half fucking synthetic shite sewed in or something, doesn't it? It holds up well.
I think so. I think it's one of those modern pitches.
Yeah,
with the plastic in it.
Yeah.
Well, they'll be working on it fucking day and night anyway from Saturday.
Or they won't.
Yeah. Well, or they mightn't.
No, in fairness, the lads are good.
Come here to the train strike. They mightn't go. We're not going in. Can't get home. Bollocks.
There's a fellow I know just be out with a shovel at half time, and he's very good at replacing divots.
Does he need to get the train home?
What?
Does he need to get the train home?
I don't know. I think he has a parking spot there.
Oh well, if he has a parking spot, he's all right for the day. Right? Can you do a bit? Have you got one of those forks? You might want to bring it to Russia with you. I would have fixed your pitch, buddy.
Yeah, not the way it says the Ireland fans won't get touched. I wouldn't go if you paid me. Would
you go?
Just in case. I was just having to think about it.
I would go, yeah, I would go. I wouldn't pay all that money to go.
You got a freebie though, you go.
If I won a trip, I would.
Would you go as a day tripper's representative?
Like all that mad shit we see, like coming back on the phones from your mates over there, and you end up on Facebook and all. Like, it's deadly crack, but I just wouldn't be personally into it. Like, you know, standing in a tunnel for ages singing at the police. Like, I'd be freezing. I'd want to be just home. Like, you know.
Andy, you're shit.
Come on, this is about me. I'm freezing. Let me home.
In the middle of Russia, like, you know, and the police are just stopping you from going. Or you just going, this is no crack. You know. Or on trains, like you're bound to get on a train travelling to wherever else.
So the exact stuff that Ireland fans are famous for, Andy's saying is shit.
No, that's too much hassle.
No, all the stuff that the whole world is watching and sharing and going viral. Andy think it's all crap.
I'm sorry to reach you, Andy. I think it's all a bollocks.
I'd be into the putting the ball into the windows thing.
Oh, yeah.
But get that in one.
World Games.
Oh, when the lads are on the workers' truck.
Yeah,
that'd be good crack.
That'd be a bit of crack.
But being on the train and like a
singing
bunch of lads going, "Our Father," I'd be just going, "Shut the fuck up!"
Rattling from the fucking drink.
Yeah.
It's in the summer over in Russia, isn't it? Guarantee you, half the Irish fans go over thinking it's in Russia. And you need to bring the woolly jumpers and the jackets and the duffel coats and the whole lot. They're going to get over there. And it's going to be about 36 degrees.
Does it be 36 degrees?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Moscow, maybe I would be into it, actually.
Moscow is mad hot in the summer.
Alright, okay. Well, then I would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just
I'd
go just to see the Irish lads in their fucking winter jackets, ski goggles, the works, arriving into 32 degree heat in the middle of Moscow. Hell yeah, lads!
Having to buy a big Jack Charlton promo.
Oh, that is one of the Russia hats. Not the big 40 ones.
Piss and snow in your face.
Piss and snow at the World Cup. No, that's only Qatar. Oh, there goes again. You stop knocking me phone, you bollocks.
That's not me.
Right.
There's credit cards and everything here.
Jesus, look at this, all this. Anyway, that's a good spot to knock it off. We're going to talk about retro shit now in a second. Let me mark that there because we haven't said anything too racist. So good night to everyone on the Periscope. Thanks for watching. Sorry for all the Wi-Fi troubles.